Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Retro and welcome to another episode of PES My Club, My Journey. If you do enjoy the video, please drop a like. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to check out any social media links or links to the previous episode, they will be down in the description below. So anyways guys, we are going to be starting off by picking up our daily reward, which you need to do every day. Go back and pick those up because they're always good. And as you can see, we've done a bit more of the farming of GP using the discardable team. As you can see, I'm just going to go through, discard all the players, get rid of them, move on and pick up new players to fill their places, and just constantly rotate the team. And I'll keep the core 11 players that I'm going to be using in my first team separate away from that on the bench, and we're just going to go and pick up these players and keep repeating the same principles all the time and keep chopping and changing and just doing it. And I was doing this, I've only literally I do this for like a couple of hours each night while I'm editing, just constantly playing these games, putting them in bits and pieces while I'm waiting for things to do, and just playing the games and just getting the GP so that I can afford to open more players, because I have spent a little bit of coins, which you'll see halfway through the episode, on some player stuff. And we want to try and do this as cheaply as possible and just keep doing the same thing over and over again. And it's giving me a base, and it's making sure that when I do play online that I'm playing competitively and not with a weakened team, and trying to make sure that I give myself the best possible chance, because you don't want to be using bronze players against the likes of Ibrahimovic, Ronaldo, Messi, which a lot of players are going to have because they got them either through the loans or through the team of the year players that they got from buying the game. But if you don't understand this method that I am using of farming, do go and check out my previous video, which you can find in my channel list on my channel, to show you the detailed description of how to do it and what you can do to make easy GP. And it's something that you can do that's very, very simple. So as you can see, we're just constantly doing the same thing, rotating a team. And I am going to be playing a live game as well in this episode, which you will see later on, but I just wanted to make sure that my team's ready. And as I said, constantly go and get that daily GP that you pick up and get those daily prizes for logging back in, because you will make a difference to you on what you can do with your team, because you don't want to end up with a team that isn't good enough coming up against players with a very, very good team and who are very good at the game, because you will struggle. And you can get lucky in these balls, because there are black balls in there that you can hit, and I have seen people hit them. I've hit them myself, and hopefully you guys will as well. But just keeping these players in the team and using them in this discard method really makes the most of the squad that you have available to you, and really gives you the best opportunities to progress through the game. But this is just me getting myself a solid base before I go into online competitions, to make sure that I've got the strongest team possible before I go in there, without spending too much money before we go into divisions. Again, apologies if I seem like I repeat myself. It's just because I'm just trying to get across the point of what you need to do if you want to be able to save money and prosper in this game. Now that we got 40,000 GP, we are going to go ahead and do some achievements, which include increasing the player slots so that we can get some more players in the club, which gets us some extra GP as well, and also gets us some My Club coins. And just going to do some more agent opens, as you can see in the background. I haven't gone through them because in hindsight they're not really anything of great interest to me, apart from this black ball, which we do pick up Sal, who is a decent centre back, 81 rated, so it's not going to be a problem. We do pick up a manager here who I wanted to do for an achievement, but we're going to also pick up a manager later on in the episode, which you will see. But we're going to go and pick up a special ball, which is going to be a gold ball, which is going to be Jimenez, who is the centre back from Atletico Madrid. If you recognise him, he is from FIFA, and he is a 74 rated silver, I believe. And we also picked Tactile Fred, who I'm not sure who he is, to be fair. He's not a player that I am familiar with. But what we're doing now is we're going to put all the highest rated players on the bench and fill up the discard team. We're trying to get that team strength to 1250 to fit in line with the team that we've done. But as you can see, we come back again the next day and we picked up that GP, and also we got another agent after playing our first game, and we got some more players to discard. So we're going to get rid of the goalkeeper and the right winger, and then move on into opening some more agents to replace the players that we have got. As you can see, we're going to go ahead and we've got two more agents to open. The first ball is going to be a silver ball, which is going to be a right back who is going to be handy in the team, at least for now, because we haven't got a great team at the moment. Then we're going to open up a second agent, which is a bronze ball, which is Hart, who used to play for Legion. I'm not sure who he plays for these days, but we're going to go ahead and put some players in the team and fill up our squad with the worst possible players in our squads in those positions. And then we're going to go ahead and do some more GP farming before we move on into the first game online. When we come back the next day and pick up some stamina recovery, which also goes down a treat because players do get very tired very quickly on this game. And we're going to go ahead and pick up another ball, which is going to be a gold ball, which is going to be Shamak from Crystal Palace. And we'll also pick up another free agent from our game, and before moving on to discard another player, which is going to be a 64 rated centre back, as we did pick up some decent centre backs and we do not need him in a club. We're going to release him, but we are not going to pick up any GP for him. Then we're going to move on and pick up an agent to replace him in the squad before we move on. But it's going to be a white ball central midfielder, which isn't going to improve anything greatly. And we're going to go ahead and apply some stamina to our right back, which is going to fulfill achievement. But he's got 5 games left and he was very, very low on stamina, so we need to do that. And we also got some coins for it as well. And we've gone away again, played some more games once more, picking up that GP and have another player to discard, which is going to be our Cam this time again, picking up no GP for him, and we're going to fill his place in the squad. Then we're also going to pick up a free agent who is going to be a bronze ball. It's going to be a centre back who is 68 rated. And then we've come back the next day, picked up our free GP once more as we continue our GP farming, and we're going to go and discard 4 players from our squad, being our left winger, our CDM, our left back and our centre back, and hope to improve the overall quality of our team. And we're going to go ahead and pick up some agents to replace them, which the first is going to be a white ball, which is going to be a right winger, 64 rated, which is the best possible white ball that you can get. And we're going to go ahead and pick up our second agent, which is going to be a gold ball, which is always good to pick up, which is going to be a goalkeeper who is 75 rated, who is Saudi Arabian, who I've never heard of, but it's always nice to get a 75 rated player in the squad. And then we're going to pick up another white ball, which is going to be another 64 rated player. And the last ball is going to be a white ball once again, who is a second striker. So we're going to go ahead and increase the player slots available to us, because we're going to go out and spend the remainder of the £35 I had on my PSN card, which I spent £16 on the game. So we picked up some coins, which is the only time that I will be spending coins through money. And we're going to pick up a manager who's got the highest possible team strength in our thing. We're going to pick up the remainder of the agents that we have, which is another white ball, which is not really going to help us out, but he'll go in a squad anyway. And our final free agent is going to be another white ball, which is going to be a centre forward who will put in for the GP farming. But we're going to go ahead and pick up some players using the My Club points, which you'll see now. And we're going to pick up 8 of these in total. The first one is going to be a gold pool, which is Gilk, who is a centre back who I recognise from FIFA, who is okay, but not the greatest, but he'll good for the squad depth. And we can pick up another gold ball, which is going to be Rabiot, who is a CDM from Paris Saint-Germain, I believe. And our second is going to be another golden ball. This time it's going to be Nilsson, who I'm not sure who he is. We're going to pick up our 4th gold ball in a row, which is going to be Jardel, who is another centre back that I do recognise from the Portuguese league. Then we're going to go ahead and make it 5 gold balls in a row, when we're going to go ahead and pick up Lindgren, who I haven't heard of, but he's from the Swedish league, I believe. And we are going to pick up a 6th gold ball in a row, which is going to be a goalkeeper this time, David Ospina from Arsenal, who is a decent keeper and will be used in squads. But we're going to go ahead and get another gold ball, which is going to be Johan Gouffran from Newcastle. And then our final ball is going to be another golden ball, which is going to be Danilo Pereira, who I'm not sure of. But we're going to go ahead and build the strongest possible squad that we have available to us, and we are going to be going straight on into divisional matches. So we find out an opponent in our division. We're going to be coming up against opponents got Ibrahimovic, Robin van Persie and Juan Mata as the standout players in his team, but we're going to be hoping to do the best we can. And it starts off nicely for us when we get through with Mario Götze, who's going to make the run beyond the striker and then finish low past the keeper to make it 1-0. And we're going to double our advantage when some nice hold-up play from Ribery, working his way inside the box. Eventually he's going to get past the defence and find his way into the area where he's going to fire at the keeper, and it's going to take a deflection off the defender and end up in the back of net. But a poor throw out from me in the second half gets the ball back to Ibrahimovic, who is going to finish past the keeper to make it 2-1. But we do walk away with a 2-1 victory, winning our first online game of the season, and that's going to secure our promotion. But we're going to play out the rest of the season anyway, just to get used to playing the game online. But we're going to go away and come back the next day and pick up another 100 GP. And then we didn't play any games that day, so we're going to come back the next day and pick up 100 My Club coins, which will go nicely towards some players in the future. We go away and do some more of the GP farming, and we're going to go ahead and discard our striker and move on. But after this episode, we'll be stacking up the players that we get from the free agents and just discarding players until we run out of players to discard, and then open the stacked agents to hopefully bring in some good players. But we continued with the GP farming and get some more players that we need to discard, which is going to be 2 more players, which is going to be our centre back and our right midfielder, who we're going to replace now. And we pick up 2 more free agents. The first is going to be a silver ball, which is going to be Scott Dam from Crystal Palace, who is a decent enough centre back but will not be one of our starting centre backs, so we're going to use him in that discard method. And we're also going to pick up a bronze centre forward, who again is going to be used in GP farming. And then our final pool is going to be another bronze player, which is going to be a central midfielder. But that's going to bring an end to the episode, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Until next time, thanks for watching. My name's Retro, and goodbye.